puzzles lately, so maybe today might be a good day to do a couple of training games. Now, I didn't actually even plan to stream today, but I decided to go with it. Benny, good morning, welcome. Please let me know if you can hear me all good. I did obviously change the layout of everything around. So definitely going to be trying something new today, but you know, we can do puzzles all day long, but if we don't put it into practice, our improvement will never come along. So with that being said, let's start with some puzzles just to get warmed up. So I do have a little screen on there that you should be able to see, but the majority of the viewing will be done on the board today. So let me know how that looks. I'm curious to hear what people think of it. Let's just warm up with a couple of puzzles. He's taking the queen. It's a bishop over here. There's a king here. I would say taking back seems right. But is there something better? If we take here, they go here. So we want to take back. We have no checks and we have no good captures. Let me just turn the chat on for all of them. We have no checks, we have no captures, so okay. So it's going to be taking the queen. The knight will move, and then the knight will take here, hitting twice. There we go. And we take it with the inside pawn. That way the knight can't go here. It will have to go here. So if we take with the inside pawn, the knight will go here. And then we take here, attacking there. They go here. And then we might have something good that we can do, such as take the pawn here, or maybe something a little bit better, but well, that's not a good start. Now, what is the difference? That's a strange puzzle. Let's see why it was not the inside pawn. Whoops. Why would it not be the inside pawn? Oh, because of the bishop. Fair enough. Here I was thinking I was stopping it, but to be fair, I didn't really see the idea. Here it does look like it's that. I'm gonna rush this one, push here, and now I feel like it's queen takes. Could be queen, could be king. Gotta be queen. Check first and then here. Now, why don't I want to take this? Because then he goes there. I don't know where to put it. Surely it's not here. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can quickly get to 2100 for the rapid points. For the puzzles. And if I can, it's funny, I either see it or I don't, and right now I don't. My Elo Artemis is not high enough. Around 1700. Around 1700. But we're going to see if we can raise it up a little bit today. Just warming up though, getting the coffee in, and then we'll see how we go. I don't see the move here. This is one of those annoying ones. So I'm going to make a move, and then I'm going to move on to the next one because we can't be here all day. What was the answer? Yeah, okay. What's the difference there? Queen D1, but why? Okay. Alright, let's see if I can quickly get it. Alright, this one's black. Couple of forcing moves. I've also got a discovered attack on the queen. If he goes here, he goes here. We go there, he goes here, and we take, that's fine. If I go here and he goes here, then we got this. He goes here, and then I go here. Then he goes here, so that's no good. If I go here and he goes here or here, then I can go here. Stone Frog, good morning. Oh, I love it. I love it. An Australian chess grandmaster was eating at a restaurant, and the waiter came over to ask him if he needed anything else. And the GM responded, "I'd only like the checkmate." Oh my God. Get out of here. These puzzles, man, I'm either getting them or I'm not getting them. And today I'm not getting them. Rook to f6. So rook to f6, queen takes, bishop takes, and then rook takes. Rook to f6, queen takes. And then rook takes. Very good, very good. And then we get the rook takes, and then we get the queen. Look at that. All right. John T, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get into some games. We're going to go 15 plus 10. And we are going to be using the board today. Excuse me, I've got to turn the board on. Let me just make a move on here. There it is. All right, here we go. Guys, let me know what you think of the new setup. Trying it out today. Hello, Jan. Jan, welcome. Not much, Dan, not much. Just playing. We'll see if we can get that rating up. Yeah, somebody asked for it. Somebody asked for a an angle of the board. What does this move? Somebody asked for a new angle of the board. They said they're sick of looking at me. They want to see the board. I said, why not have both? I just wonder if this is a mistake. I don't want to put the bishop here, but I can put the bishop here and gain a little bit of tempo. He'll have to go back somewhere. And of course, if he blocks with the knight, I do have here, the knight can take the bishop with check, and then the queen takes, and yeah, I don't want that to happen though. The other alternative is I can just go here straight away, and I can get that going. Yeah, I've ordered the weight set, so I've got to get the forearms going again. But if I go here and he goes here to block, then I can actually castle. And then that threat is actually real. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to give that a go. I do not have a Discord community. Maybe I should make one. Okay, so I was looking at that. So takes. Seems fine. I actually have a trick here. So if I go here and he sees the free pawn and he wants to go here, I can go here. And then when he goes here, I can actually go here. It's a bit risky, it's a bit hopeful. But I'm going to go for it. It's nice and early. Eric, hello, welcome. I wish you could do two pre-moves. So I could pre-move this one and I could pre-move this one. Did I just hear an echo on my computer of my own voice? I don't know. Oh, you took it. Okay. Have I missed something? Did I make a mistake? My guy, the French defense. Okay, so here I guess I should take the bishop first with check and then take the queen after. If I take, yeah, that seems logical. He'll probably take with the knight and I'll take with the queen and then he will, yep. And then he'll bring his bishop here and I'll defend the bishop. I'll defend the knight with the pawn. Seems good. Oh, he can also take here straight away. Yeah, okay, so he didn't. So he could have taken straight away, and if the queen takes back, then the bishop could have come here. Queen has to move, and then the bishop would have come down, taking the knight, taking the rook. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. What I do want to do is I want to get rid of that problem as soon as I can, and I'll probably do that by just playing here so that I can freely move the queen away. Of course, his bishop is now going to be a lot of trouble here as well. Okay. I'm still doing good for time. No, he's not going to resign. He's going to keep playing this. He knows he's up against the blunder from down under. So he knows that I could easily choke at any point. Now, what I'm thinking here is bring the queen over attacking the knight, or bring the queen over attacking the pawn. I mean, chances are he's just going to trade here. I take there, the bishop takes here, and then I end up pushing the pawn. Anyway, so I probably don't want my queen here. So I'm probably going to lean just to bringing my queen back here. He takes, I take, bishop takes, pawn push, knight comes here, and then maybe rook goes here, and then the other rook comes out eventually. Or I could just push here straight away, and I think that might be the go. Maybe even just developing the knight, getting ready to bring the pawn up here, put the knight on this spot here, because this pawn here is a little bit of an asset for him too. I think I'm overthinking it though. I think I can just go for some good moves. I don't really know. I'm not usually in the position where I'm up 8 points in material. So, okay. So, if he takes, I just go here. He could come across here as well. That could be a little bit of a problem. Then I can take there. He takes here. I take here. Bishop takes here. Takes here. And then he tries to get his, okay. Okay, now I'm in an interesting position. I could go here, he goes here, I go here, and then he goes here, and then I go here. I'm up 2 knights. Or I could just get out of the way. Then he goes here. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Since everything is being pressured, now if he goes here, I go here. I blundered. I go here, he goes here, I go here, or here. I think those are all fine. I'm sure he's going to take with the bishop here. Yeah, that queen on that diagonal was always scary. I mean, he should have had it a while ago with the bishop here. He's going to take back with the bishop, I would assume, and then I can take with the knight. Oh, he takes with the rook. Okay. Well, that makes my job so much easier. Because now all he has is a bishop. And I've got a rook. That should be fine. That should be fine. I just need to find a way to trade his bishop. And that way is rook here. Yep. So that way is rook here. If bishop there, I can always just come down here as well. If the bishop ever goes back, I've got the fork. And if it goes here, I go here. And then the rook is just covering these squares. So that was a good morning, BWK. BWK, was it you who mentioned the new camera angle? If so, welcome. I hope you enjoy. What do you mean you got to set the board up by hand? All right, cool little start to the game. So it actually turned into a bit of a French defense tactic, where we push, and I think they go here, and then you come out here, and no, and then they go here, putting double pressure on the pawn. You go here, they go here, and then when the bishop is here, is this the position? They take, you take, they take, you take, they take, and then you get check with the discovered attack. Now I'm not sure if that's the exact way it will always go in the game, but yeah, that's just a basic tactic that that comes with the French defense. And let's see if I can review the game with the board. Maybe not. But here, let's just have a quick look and see if there was any questionable mistakes that I could have made. That might be a mistake. That might be a bit inaccurate. Maybe knight there was better. Or you know what? Maybe even pawn up was better. Take, take, and then you've got the extra pawn supporting the center. So I think that bishop move was probably a little bit. It's nothing like that. Well, enlighten us then, please. How much does this board cost? This board is the Chessnut Pro. I've done reviews and tutorials on it on my main page. If you want to go to my website at any time, feel free to take a screenshot of that and you can check it out there. As for the cost of the board, I do have a discount code on there which will get you, I think, 12% off at the moment. I think that brings the board down to around 700 USD. I'm not sure. I purchased mine a good couple of years ago. It cost me about 1,000 USD. So, sorry, 1,000 AUD. It cost me, and that was several years ago. So the price could be different. The French advanced line, yeah, I mean, yeah, look, it won't be exact. I don't play the French defense, and with good reason, but I am aware of the tactic. So, yeah. Here, maybe this was a mistake. I'm not sure. If he takes here, I take here. Where does the knight go? Well, the knight can only go here or back to its starting square. I don't think that's a mistake, but it could be. Well, I mean, it blocks in his bishop, it kicks him around for a turn. Maybe then move the king over here and then get ready to push the pawn up here and bring the rook up and across. Could have been good too. Let's continue with the game. Yeah, and then he blunders from here. Now, he had a good idea. Instead of taking here, he should have gone here. If I take here, he goes here. I move here. He takes there. And then I'm only up 3 points of material. What good reasons do I have for not playing the French defense? I just don't like it. No, I feel like when I play as white and they play the French defense, I always switch into a different opening to throw them off their preparation. I don't know. I have studied a little bit of the French defense, and I did find some really cool ideas, including games where everything is sort of locked up and then white will push their H pawn. They haven't castled, and then their rook will actually go up, do a rook lift and attack in the king side of the board. So pretty fun. Maybe I should give it a go. I probably definitely should give it a go and just expand my my opening repertoire a little bit, get a little bit of variety with the game. So yeah, question is, do I take this knight? And I don't think I do, actually. I think here might have been the better move. Force his knight to go back, or to give up his castling rights. So if he goes back here, then I could probably continue with something like this, and I'm up 5 points of material. So yeah, I never needed to take the rook. Let me close Steam. Don't know why I got Steam open. There we go. So yeah, that's one interesting idea. Okay, and now here, this is really painful, and I probably should have dealt with this. Maybe here might have just been the right move. Here or here. Oops. Yeah, here or here, attacking the pawn. So when he takes, I take, he takes, then I go there. But I didn't like my queen being here too much. That's all right. And here I do make a mistake. I come across here, but I mean, I'm 8 points of material ahead. I can afford a mistake. But really, maybe I should have just gone here if I wanted to be a little bit more accurate. But I do want to get rid of this piece. The other option was to go here, 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 here. And then, I don't know, here. I don't like this as much. So I went here, mistake, and he made a mistake here. He should have gone here. But yeah, the game is pretty much over here. So let's have a look at the review. I think I would have scored about 89. 91%. Put him down as a 2050, but I don't buy it. Me 2300. I just got to expand TikTok chat. 1 second. Got to read this. Not a case of being X points ahead, rather it's decisive. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. For me though, just never decisive. All right. What do you say we do? Oh, let's quickly have a look at the review. I want to know if this bishop move here was decent. Okay, the best move was pawn push. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much the conclusion I came to. The player's rating. Oh yeah, you probably can't see it. So he was 1660 and I was 1743. Take. Okay, so this is a move, but better was tucking the bishop away. Okay, fair enough. I was kind of considering that, but yeah, that was just a blunder. Wait, yeah. So that was a miss. Yeah, and then yeah, it's 5.2 from here. That was the best move apparently. Not this one? Same. And then was the queen move the best move? Was. And this isn't the best move. Okay. I don't think we need to look further into this game, I think. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's get a new game going. And I'll see if I can connect the board before. Yeah, Max is a beast. That analysis, and I'm glad you enjoyed it, because when I posted it, it didn't get many views, it didn't get much engagement. No one liked the video. Even though people said they enjoyed it, nobody clicked that like button. Yeah, it's he's a beast. And one thing about his commentary, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the video or in the previous video, I did not need to show him the game. So we filmed that game at a local venue, at a local club. And then when he came back to this office here to film it, he just filmed it from memory. There was no needing to refer to any game. And we played the game hours earlier, and just that memory of it. Now, I was just expecting him to give a few little comments. I wasn't expecting him to go through every single move and all the variations and all the different ideas and my thought process versus his, even his opening preparation. Yeah, he just went through it all, and it was and I was just recording, expecting to get like a few seconds just to put into the main video, and I got a full 15 minutes worth of commentary. So yeah, I've actually got commentary for all those games. Now, one thing I want to know, a little bit of feedback, is would you like that commentary attached to the end of each video to make it one big 20-minute video? Or would you like that commentary to be a separate video like I did for the first episode? Yeah, it was so impressive. It was so impressive. We have the same position as the last game. Now all we need to do is have the queen come over here, but the queen didn't this time. Yeah, I can definitely combine them. I think there's 4 more episodes. 4 more episodes. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a debate whether I combine them or not. Now, what's he doing there? Why did he do that? Does he want to go here? But yeah, there's a few more episodes in there. They'll be coming out weekly. For those of you on TikTok who have no idea what I'm talking about, just talking about the video schedule for the videos that I release on YouTube. I am incredibly bad compared to the GM, and I have no issues with admitting that. It's advice analysis maybe after, like, a good couple of moves after I've played them. I don't really like taking advice during a rated game. I don't think it's fair for my opponent. But advice analysis is definitely appreciated after the games, for sure. So we'll be doing the gameplay itself, and then afterwards we'll be doing the analysis. So yeah, definitely happy to hear any advice, for sure. Was there a player who inspired me to do it? No, not really. I sort of just, somebody once just mentioned it, give it a go, and so I did. Hasn't been working out too great for me, but it's quite fun to play as well. AJD, thank you very much. I will have a look at that after the game. Feel free to drop me a message on chess.com too, if you want. Maybe we can discuss more in the future. We do have Outback. We do have Outback Steakhouse. I'll check F5 after the game for sure. I'll definitely check that stint. We do have Outback Steakhouse, but it's a bit of a novelty here. I don't think there's many of them. I haven't been to one in about 15, 20 years, but we do have one somewhere around here, or at least we did. How long do I play? I've been playing for a couple of years now. I did play as a kid, and then I sort of got back to it a few years ago. I haven't really been taking it seriously until now, though. Serious. It's not a very good yeah, no, I've gone serious in a different direction. Is that a blunder? Is that a blunder? I don't think it's a blunder, no. So takes, check. He goes over there. Push the pawn. Bishop comes in. Okay, so take, here, push. He can block, I can take, he can go there. I mean, I should be able to at least draw this from here. Maybe. I think if he doesn't take the if he doesn't take back and you just go over there, he might still be winning. But either way, like I'm in so much trouble here. I just simply have to go for it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to get the board so that you guys can see it from my view. But the problem is my head gets in the way. Didn't see that move. Didn't see that move. Okay. That's a shame. Although, yeah, we'll keep fighting on. We'll keep fighting on. Ray, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not with the way I'm playing this game. Last game, maybe. Take Watson. Thank you, Stin. Thank you. It's I just I just played a little bit of a funny opening, I will admit. I mean, not a funny opening, a funny style. It's a shame I can't do this, and then that, because he's got that. Damn, I was looking at this takes here, but then he's got this move here. That's a shame too. Okay, so maybe now I could go here, but then he's still got this move here. I completely forgot about this. Oops. Oops, indeed. So I was going to say I could go here, but then he just goes here. Because if I go here, he took, and I take. With these two pawns, I'm actually feeling a lot more comfortable about my position. Unfortunately, he's just got this move here. That's the only move I can see to prevent it. He goes here, I go here. He goes here. I go here. He goes here. I go here. He goes here. I go here. Queen goes here. I go here. I mean, it's pretty much over now. Unless he makes a horrible blunder and I just go here. You should definitely. Oh, but you've got the Chessnut Go though, don't you, Stone Frog? I don't think you need a lazy Susan for that. Hello, L. Welcome. Yeah, my king is pretty much done. I mean, here, 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 block. Yeah, I don't really have much here. Yeah, that was definitely my fault that game. That was. So I missed this move here. Maybe taking there would have been better. Let him have that spot back. And then come up here. Maybe that would have been better. And here, I give up a piece, and I felt like it was good, but it wasn't. I didn't calculate far ahead. He's got this. Now somebody did say F5 somewhere around here, so let me just bring up the... You'll have to send me a photo of how that looks with the Lazy Susan. Let's have a look at the TikTok chat. I love that comment there. Thank you, Stin. How is the computer reading my moves? So I got the Chessnut board is connected to my laptop. I'm using an app called Chess Connect. And hello L. And now my king. Now somebody said something about F5. If you would play F5 before, you would take with a bishop on B7. It would be much stronger. Now here, I thought this might have been drawing, but turns out it wasn't. It wasn't anything. Because he had here. I think it was still a fine move though. Maybe, let's just quickly explore. No, because then he goes here. So the idea was take, here, here, push. He comes back, and at least, at minimum, I can draw by repetition, because he can't go here, because then I go here. So, but he found that really quick. Okay. So here, knowing that's now pretty much a forced checkmate. There's not really much I can do here. Yeah, that was I wouldn't say a bad game. And I've done that a lot. Oh, that eval bar. I take it back. It was a bad game. The eval bar. You can't see it, but it's crazy. Which means I definitely had some chances. Even towards the end, I had some chances. Let's have a look. So, yeah, it was a blunder. That was brilliant. That was a blunder. So I am winning here. I am winning here. What was the right move? No thanks, Merritt. Yeah, okay. Okay, if he takes here. Trash. Yeah, it's a very, very colorful eval bar. But okay, so this position here is pretty much winning for white. I see. Wow. And now the queen can't move, because if queen moves, it's checkmate. Damn. What a nice little tactic. And I think that's where, doing a lot of tactics, I am noticing them, but it's not triggering in a game that a tactic is available to me. So, but still, jeez. Wow. Oh, this rook is my blunder piece. Thank you very much, Sten. Take it easy, and hope to see you again here sometime. Make sure you hit follow. Oh, okay. Now can I take with the rook? Now I can take with the rook. And now I'm winning. Ah. All right, well, thank you for the follow. Sten, thank you. I'll see you next time. Yeah, okay, that was a, you know what, losing to a 1600, I'm not unhappy with that game. I definitely could have played that better. And I really got to get out of that habit of trading down in material when I don't have a concrete plan. Yeah, that's all I can say about that one. Let's do another game. We'll disconnect the board. We'll, all right, we are black this time, and it's about time. Oh, almost dropped the king. Maybe we won't be black. Connection timed out, what do you mean? Okay. Hopefully we get into a, maybe a Roy Lopez. I wish I could read the TikTok chat a bit better. Maybe I can make this so that I can read it a bit better. Let me just... No, the TikTok chat is so difficult to read. It's actually quite annoying. Let me just... Let me just put that there. And then... No, that's not... Okay, now I can read both chats. That was painful. My game analysis shows that I often miss by one move, but it's hard to see any pointers. It's really not a question that I can answer without seeing the games. That's a little bit too vague for me. All right, I don't know the Italian game too well, so let's see what happens. I'm expecting him to push the pawn to d4. There it is. So we can take. I don't know if taking is the right answer. And now I can drop the bishop back, or I can bring the bishop forward. He also has a hanging pawn too. But the pawn's not really hanging. I'm going to go here and I'm going to find out if this is right or wrong this game. This is all about exploring, I guess. Now I'm wondering if I can take that pawn. Pawn takes pawn, queen here, castles. He can't take, because if he takes I can go rook here, but then knight can go here. Then I can push. So a little bit complicated. I really do just want a castle though. Again, we'll see after the game. Have I played with career mode in the Chessnut app? No, not yet. So I was mucking around with the companion and the Maya career mode during its testing. All right, can I take a free pawn now? I don't know. I was playing around with the Maya AI app because I do like that kind of stuff. But yeah, it wasn't quite working as intended when I was testing it. I did send it off as a bug report, so it should be fixed by the time it gets released. It's probably already fixed. Okay, I think taking this extra free pawn is a mistake, because then bishop takes, king goes here, knight goes here, king goes back, and then queen comes over here, and I think it's a lot of trouble. I think just simply going back here might be the right idea, and if they go here, well, who knows? But yeah, I've got my free pawn. I think it might just be safer just to get out of there. Ideally, what I would like to do next is go here and then here, but I'm expecting him to go here on the next move. So in that case, I'm probably going to push the pawn up. Yeah. But before I do, I just need to check something. If I push the pawn up, he takes here, I take here, bishop takes here, I take here, knight goes here, I go back, queen comes over, queen comes in. I should be good. So I don't think this sacrifice will work anymore. Oh, but he does have this straight away. So if I go here and he goes here and then I take here, because the bishop is blocking the queen from advancing, I think it's still okay. I would expect him to go here. He doesn't. Okay. I think that was a mistake for him. I think he needed to go here to stop me from getting my bishop out. Yeah. Look at me talking about mistakes like I know everything. I do like to fall for these. I guess I'm just going to have to push here. Yes, it does. Oh, that was kind of him. I was going to take here, but now I can actually go here and I can eliminate that bishop. I'm going to do that. Oh, how does a board... Oh, okay. So the board has sensors in it and pieces. The pieces have sensors, the board reads them, and then the board will send them to my computer through Bluetooth. How do I concentrate? How do I concentrate with these birds? Good question. Yeah, we got all the birds going off outside. You think the birds are noisy? You should wait till you hear my neighbors. I know you've heard them before. All right, so we've broken the pin, which is what I really wanted to do. Now I need to deal with his bishop, because I think his bishop, even though it's a bad bishop, it's doing better than my knights. I am expecting him to go here. And then I can go back here. I want to bring this knight over here. I want to put more pressure on that pawn and this knight. I eventually want to bring my rooks out. I might have to bring my other rook over here if he goes queen up here attacking this pawn. Now, one thing I have done now is, if he goes up here, there is a bit of a threat of kicking the knight away, and then the knight has to leave, and then the bishop can come through and take. So I do need to be mindful of that. Although, if he goes up here, I could always just go here as well. Take. Probably not, but I can always bring the... Okay, so he kicks it back a move early. $8. I mean, you're not going to be unhappy with that purchase for $8. I would think that's a fine purchase. How am I doing for time? No, it won't fit in your Chessnut Pro pouch. No way. No way. I don't think so. Damn, I was hoping he wouldn't see that move. Definitely got a game going, that's for sure. I'm probably going to push this pawn soon to limit the amount that his bishop can do. I think actually pushing that pawn first would have been better. Nathaniel, welcome back. Good to see you again. You know what? Maybe I could have traded that pawn. Trade, rook here. Could have been good as well. Okay. Take, check, move, take. Pass pawn, that's no good. How long? I've got 3 minutes. Wait. Take. Yanhua, what's going on? Formally trained or self-taught? Mostly self-taught. I've done a little bit of training with more advanced players, but mostly just on my own. A couple of books here and there. Okay. Queen takes, rook takes, push. I need to draw. Queen takes, rook takes, push, and then here, and then push, and then here. That's fine. It's similar to the smart board. This is the Chessnut Pro. So now, yeah, okay, so if he goes here, I just go here. All I need to do is just get my king there. And yeah, I should be able to lock this one up. And that's GG. That was a really good game. I'll send him a little GG. That was just enjoyable. Why do all my opponents play so fast? I don't know. But damn, that game felt really good. I feel like he played a lot of inferior moves, which just kept giving me the advantage. The opening, I want a pawn. That'll be interesting to see if I could. But I'm just gonna get a drink. I'll be back in a sec. All right, I'm back. We've got our beverage. And let's have a look at this game. So this game, I feel like he that's why we have the music. So yeah, this game here, I feel like he gave me a lot of chances. Okay, I know he wants to push. I assume that I can take. Although, yeah, no, surely taking it is the option here. And now I think I'm actually meant to go back. I'm not sure if going here is the move, but I did. And here I could have taken. I'm not afraid of this because I can still go here. And if he goes here, I can go here. Then he goes here, and then I take for fun, and then he goes here, and then I go here. And then he's got here. Oops. Okay. Okay. So he goes here, I go here. He goes here, I take, and then the pawn takes. And then bam. Yeah, that video, that's probably my move of the year when I gave away my queen in a tournament game. So yeah, I think this does work here. And then if they go here, I go here. I don't think I have here though. I'm not digging this at all. It's just feeling very boom. It doesn't feel good. Boom. So I'm not sure. We'll see that in the review though. So I castled. I just wanted to play it safe. And then he gave me the pawn. And now here I did have the opportunity to go here, but I was afraid of this, that, here, and then here. So I'm not taking the other pawn. But what if I take it anyway? It doesn't feel... Oh, hello. So maybe I could have taken it. Maybe I could have taken it. Thank you for sharing the live, by the way. So now this was a problem. This was a huge problem. But I feel like he should have gone here to stop my bishop from doing this pin, because I want to get rid of pieces. I'm up a pawn. I completely missed this checkmate idea until he played it, so I had to block. And now, I would say before this move, he was probably winning. But he lets me trade off one of his powerful pieces. Get out of here. Bring the king up to help defend the knight so I can move. He goes here, which actually helps me because now I can push the pawn up and get rid of his bishop from the pin. So I'm more than happy for that. Did I play here next? That looks like something I would play. And now I wanted to bring my other knight into the action. I do expect this move to happen. And here, I don't want to take the free pawn. And this move here, I think he could have gone queen here first. If I left the knight there, he could have then kicked the knight away and then he would have won the pawn and won the rook. Queen protects. I'm happy to get the queen in here. And he goes back. He has to help defend that pawn, I guess. Now I don't trade here. I instead go here. Now I think I should have actually done this move first, because the bishop getting to this square here, it's actually kind of annoying. And he goes back. And where does my knight go? I end up having to push my pawn anyway. Then he takes and I take, and my pawns are looking very, very silly on the edge there. Now I do take here, and I don't care if he takes my knight, because by now I've discovered that I can do stuff like that as well. Now I've got tactics starting to show up. I ended up taking because I didn't like the idea of him taking this pawn. And there's not really a good square for me to go because I just fall for a discovered. So I had to get rid of it. Now I've got this pawn over here that I could take, but I don't like the idea of taking that. But to be honest, in the game, I kind of missed it. So I could take this pawn. I could take this pawn. No. Take pawn, rook takes, queen takes, and then we're in trouble. Here. Okay, we're out of trouble. But still not ideal. Still not ideal. 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 Okay, so maybe I could have taken that pawn. So it went like this, and I open this up, and here's where we got tactics. If I take with the rook first, I don't have this tactic. So take with the rook, take, check. It's probably still winning. Yeah, it's still winning. Still winning. We get in there to defend. This can never come down because I just take. King has to go round. Yeah, that's still winning. So yeah, I think his position started to crumble here when he started giving away these pieces, but I'm still happy I found this. That was a nice little tactic to make it a bit easier. And yeah, just use the rook. And now the king can't get in. The pawn supports it. Anytime any of these pieces come down, I can just capture them. And whenever this pawn moves down, the king can go up here. Rule of the square, even though it's a little square. So yeah. Let me just have a look at the chat, see if anyone put any suggestions. Funny knights on H2 and H4 can't move, yeah. Yeah, okay, so no comments on that game, which is good, Yeah, I don't know if I like the Italian game or not as black. I feel like there's a lot of interesting options for white. Especially when you've got people like Paul Morphy ruining the game for everyone with stuff like this. Some very interesting stuff. But yeah, he was very aggressive. But I feel like he just gave up a few too many good pieces. Let's have a look at the review. I would hope that I was over 90, but I wasn't. Okay. I had 4 missed opportunities and I had 1 mistake. He had 1 blunder, which would have been here. Yeah. So he just needed to leave the pawn and it was actually drawn. Okay. Maybe... So bishop takes... So maybe taking with the rook could have been better. No, it still says drawn. That's a blunder. But that's winning. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So it's good that I didn't take with the rook then. All right, let's have a look at the opening. Okay, so it says that my castling was a miss. Okay, so... Okay, so I played the opening correctly with the bishop out, that's fine. And yeah, I should have taken the pawn. And that's equal, okay. By castling, I actually swing the game in his favor. It's interesting, okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay, all right, so some interesting ideas there. And then he comes back here. Do I get to take with a knight? I do, okay. Instead of retreating, I should develop. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What was the best move here? I was thinking that, but I didn't play it. I didn't want to make a hook. What? Why is this a mistake? No. Wouldn't I just go here? Or couldn't I go here? That's a mistake as well. Doesn't look like a mistake. Oh yes it does. Yeah, because he's got that. Okay. Yeah, so that was a weird move. Missed win. Missed win. It's saying this is the win. How is that the win? It's tough. Pichu, welcome back. Welcome back. I see you there. Okay. Oh, okay, I see that. That would have been better. Get the queen up there, maybe. Close game. Close game. Oh. Very interesting. I'd prefer to be white here. Okay. And then, yeah, the blunder from here. And then it's all over. All right. 3 games, 2 wins and a loss. Not too bad, not too bad. Takes a long time to climb that rapid. I might do a 10-minute rapid stream on Sunday. Just playing 10-minute games on my laptop. Just to see if I can get this rating up a little bit higher, because playing 15 plus 10 takes an incredible amount of time to get that rating high. Because how long have I streamed for this morning? Oh, 2 hours. So not too bad, but I do have other stuff that I need to do today. So I think I am going to call it a day now. I will be back tomorrow, and I will be back a bit earlier tomorrow. Fridays I have a lot of flexibility on my schedule, so I think I'll be back nice and early tomorrow for a big long stream, some puzzles, some gameplay, some good times. But other than that, I think I am going to call it a day now. Thank you all very much, and I will see you next time. And for those of you on TikTok, don't forget to hit follow. I will be back tomorrow, 700 hours Australian Eastern Standard Time, approximately. And I'll be releasing more content on my YouTube channel as well, so make sure you go over and check that out. And other than that, everyone have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.